Hello, guys. Good morning. Hi, I hope that you're doing fine. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I gave myself a break. So I'm going to do a small video here. And then we'll see how that goes. So I hope that you guys have been okay. It's been a while. I haven't done a video. Like I told you before, I was in school and I did tell you guys that I passed my test. And I also want to welcome my new subscribers, guys. If you have just subscribed to my YouTube channel, feel welcome. Now I am back, guys. I feel a little bit tired. It's still very early. I'm going for an interview. I finished school. I haven't I'm not done. But the hardest part is over. The hardest part was to pass with a certain grade. So I did that, and I was so happy when I passed. So when I passed my test, guys, I gave myself a break, like a real break. Like I didn't touch books. I didn't do nothing for a whole week. That way my mind could go back to normalcy, because I've been so stressed, guys. Like I've been, oh my gosh, trying to show you how it looks like right now. We are in spring. The trees are starting to come back. We have a lot of pollen going around, so that the trees can prepare to get back their leaves. The grass is coming back. And I just want to show you when I am going to do my interview today. So I decided to look for another job, because my old job, they don't have an opening. You know, I was working there like part-time, and after I was done with school, although I'm not done, there's still some things that I am doing. But the hard part of passing, that one now is gone. That one is gone. So I'm just remaining just a little bit, guys. A little bit of clinical. It's called capstone, and tests more here and there, but those ones are not very very taxing. They are not gonna like really be very bad. Those are gonna be fine, and I'm gonna do it. So let's talk about some of the things. I know I haven't been able to answer questions, even one, even two. I haven't been able to, because I literally stopped even looking at my YouTube channel. Because my life was, I wake up in the morning, I go to school. When I come from school, I eat my dinner or whatever, or lunch or whatever. I sit down at my table and I study. I studied until I got depressed. You know, like you are really depressed, because school is hard, guys. It's, oh my gosh, it's so hard, especially when they want you to meet certain deadlines. Like you have to get it. If you don't get it, then you have to repeat the semester. I was so worried, guys. Like to some point I got depressed. I didn't know that I was depressed, but I could tell that something was very, 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 very wrong with me. But I'm glad that now it's over. It's over. And this is just to give you some courage to do it, especially when you come to live here in the US. You can do it. You can go to school even if you have, and you can make it, guys. You can make it. So for those who haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly consider subscribing. I am back. I know the DV lottery is almost to the corner. I've gotten several messages of people receiving their 2NL, which is a good thing. And I wish them all the best as they do the processing. Remember to read the instructions. Like I always say, instructions are very, very, very important. Read your instructions. Know what they expect of you. Of course, I know that you are prepared even financially, because you will need a lot of finances to process your DV lottery. You will also, especially if you have a family, you will need a lot of that. You will really need to have a lot of finances for you to be able to process your DV lottery. Now, I'm not going to talk so much about questions because I haven't looked at what you guys have been asking. Like I said, my life went to a standstill, guys. It did go to a standstill. I hope you can see. It's very sunny. It's very, very, very sunny. But I'm just gonna try and show you around. So my life it's kind of stopped. I stopped looking at my YouTube channel, and I thank my husband for just being there. And he was like, oh gosh, let me help you, let me just be doing some videos and putting them there, that way people can find something to watch. And I thank you guys for watching those videos. They're very educative. They're very educative. They talk about life, and that's really, 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 really good. So so you can see the fields are coming back. In a month or so, all this is gonna be green and good. People will start cleaning up the yard, lawn mowing. We do a lot of lawn mowing around here. Lawn mowing is whereby you have to cut your own grass, or maybe you hire someone to do it for you. We do a lot of that. And of course the schools haven't closed yet, so we still have like 7 weeks out before the summer break is here. So the kids are still going to school. I am still going to school, but the hard part is done. And I thank you guys for praying for me. I do remember I put out a video there for you guys to pray for me. At that moment, I was so overwhelmed, guys. Like, oh my goodness, I was very, very, very overwhelmed at that moment. And I thank God. That's all that I can talk about. The day I went to do my test, because there was so much to be done. Our tests we didn't have so many. We only had 3, and we had a final. But the final was kind of very, very stressful, because the final carries everything that you have done from the first day of the semester up to the last day. And when you do things, you forget. Like, it's very, very easy for a person to forget. So I could tell that I had forgotten some of the things, and I had to review from the first thing up to the last thing, and it was kind of very, 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 very overwhelming. So that day, I just the previous day I studied until like 7, and then I was like, I'm not gonna study again. I'm done. Like, I was just done. And then I woke up that morning, like, I didn't know, like, you're just waking up, you're going to school, you are uncertain. I was very uncertain, because I do remember last semester was a little bit different, because when I was doing my not last semester, like the last 4 years, I was looking at my LPN. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been an LPN for 4 years. So when I was going to do my final for my LPN, I wasn't so much overwhelmed. Yes, I was stressed, but I hadn't reached the point to like this one that I was very overwhelmed. So I did go. So I went that morning, and our tests was starting at 1, and I had to go and do my test at a different place where I could be calm, and there could not be a lot of disturbance. You know what I mean? So so I did go. I went in, and I couldn't tell, because my other schooling, when I was doing my LPN, I just had a dream that I had passed my test. But this one, I didn't have nothing. I was just there. I didn't know. And I remember I have a very good friend of mine called Edith. She was praying for me. She was like, Charity, I'm just going to pray for you, and I know that you're going to do well. But and then I do remember my son telling me, Mom, you will do it. Just don't worry. Because I was so worried. Oh my gosh. Because when you're a parent, you're like, I don't want to fail my test. Because as a parent, you always encourage your kids. You tell them you can do it, And then I didn't know how to tell my family that that I didn't pass my test. Like I couldn't even come to think about like how I was gonna explain that. That was so hard on me. And so I did go. I sat down, did my test, and then I went back home. When I went back home, I just sat on my table. No, actually, when I went back home, because I wasn't sure that I had passed, what I did is that I started downloading the PowerPoint from the first day of the semester. I started downloading the videos so that I could review again, because I knew, like, I had this like strong feeling that I wasn't gonna pass my test. Like, it was so hard. But at that point, I had reached and said that even if I don't pass, I am willing to do it again. Like, I was ready to redo the semester. And so I sat there, and my husband was like, do you want to go and we cook dinner? I was like, no, because he has been very helpful and he helps a lot, even with the kids and everything. I was like, no, let me just sit here and just start preparing. And then we have a group for nursing students. And I hope you guys can see. It looks very beautiful. Today it's very, very sunny. It looks very, very, very beautiful. So I just sat there, and then we have a group for, you know, for the nursing students. And then one person just wrote there, grades are out, grades are in. I was like, oh, like my heart just skipped. So I had logged in already. I was logged in, but I hadn't seen the message. So I started scrolling through my grades, and then I saw that I had passed. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. I was very, like, I was really, 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 really happy, guys, that I passed that test. Because I was like, oh my gosh, if I don't pass my test, then I don't know what I'm gonna do, you know. But I did it, guys. I did it. I passed my test, and now we can go on and do other things. I wasn't sure if this is the place that I am going to. It's a new place that I am going to, so I kind of have to be sure, yeah, this is the place that I am going to. So guys, continue praying for me. Now I'm gonna go back to my program, just to look at what you guys have asked, and to try and do your videos. But this video was specifically to tell you that I passed my test, and to tell you that I am back, and to tell you that I thank you very, very much for standing with me, praying with me, and also believing in me. So soon I'm gonna graduate. I'm gonna tell you the details about my graduation and everything, and I'll graduation, so that you can see my my success, guys. But this is not my success. I thank God for everything that he has done for me. So guys, I will see you in another video. We'll talk about other different stuff. So let me go for an interview and see if I will get this job. I really need to work. I'm so broke right now. So guys, I'll see you in another video. If you haven't subscribed, kindly consider subscribing. Thank you, and God bless you. 13